Hi, it's Linnea Quigley, and you're watching The Nightmare Nerd.
Buenos dias, once again, my fellow horror fanatics. You know, just because Halloween is over, it doesn't mean the spooky season really needs to end. Especially since coming fresh on Halloween's heels, there is another marvelous event for us. Dia De Los Muerto, the uniquely Mexican Day of the Dead. An event intended to honor your ancestors and pay tribute to the spirits of the dearly departed. So, suffice to say, when I saw this particular product, I just knew it was fit for the occasion. Dead Guy Whiskey, coming to us from Rogue Spirits Brewery. Now, right off the bat, I'd love to tell you a little more about this, but there's honestly not a legend on this bottle. Just a pretty cool logo, in my opinion. And I really love the bottle topper. That's going to be a keepsake. But we're going to have to go to the website to get a little more information here. So, according to their website, the style is American Single Malt Whiskey, which means pretty much like a sour mash, like Jack Daniels. Crafted from the same malts as Rogue's notorious Dead Guy Ale. Seen it in stores, haven't reviewed it yet, probably a future review. Malted two-row barley, Munich and crystal malts create a unique whiskey wash that offers an intriguing range of flavors. Aged more than 2 years, the finished whiskey has dark cocoa, coffee, and caramel tones that are reminiscent of Dead Guy Ale. This whiskey is not only great to sip, but also holds up in a spirit-forward cocktail. Now, ingredients: 2-row Munich and C15 malts. I don't have the slightest fucking idea what that means. Distiller's yeast and free-range coastal water. And it also lists a bunch of awards it's won, which, I've got to be honest, I find kind of hard to believe, because I have looked up other reviews of this on YouTube and through the web, and really it seems no one has much good to say about it. But I suppose there's only one way to find out, so let's, see about trying this out. First, whiff up the nose here. Not getting much of anything special. The first detection I get here really is just kind of like your basic, like, off-the-shelf whiskey, like an Evan Williams or a Canadian dry, like blended Canadian. But I suppose there's only one way to find out for sure, and that is to sample, with, of course, a thematic shot glass fit for the event. Let's look at that pour. Your basic color here, very nice amber, rich color. What do we get now? Ooh, yeah, much stronger off the nose from the glass than from the bottle. This I get a slightly more sour note here than I did coming out of the bottle. A little reminiscent of, like, Jack Daniels, like a sour mash, but actually getting a little of that caramel. Not so much like the coffee or any other flavor they listed, but yeah, I can detect the caramel. And I'm getting the impression not of a really, like, biting kind of whiskey. Probably more of like a dry, kind of mellow flavor. But there is, of course, only one way to find out. So, here is to the spirits of the dearly departed. And I suppose it's the height of irony that I'm doing this, because so far as I know, none of my ancestors drank whiskey. They preferred vodka or rum. Breaking tradition, but here's to us. And, just on that sip, I can start to see why none of the reviewers have much good to say about this, because there's really nothing all that remarkable. I mean, it's not so foul that I want to puke, even though I do have a bucket right here in case that happens. But, just not getting anything. Like I said, it's pretty dry, pretty mellow. There's no unique tones or flavors here. Like Evan Williams. It's basically like Evan Williams was one of the cheaper off-the-shelf whiskeys you're going to find. And just nothing that really stands out, which I suppose is a bit of a letdown to honor my ancestors and the departed. But it's not terrible either, and for culinary purposes, I could see this having use for, like, certain barbecue sauces. Like, you want to add a little bit of that whiskey texture to your sauce with some ketchup, some brown sugar, some molasses, things like that. But as far as just drinking whiskey and Even their boast on the website about a cocktail, yeah, no. Like, I could not even see this complimenting like a soda pop that much. Jack Daniels at least has that sour note to where it complements the sweetness of the soda. There's just nothing all that remarkable outside of a really cool bottle stopper. And I'd have to say, even honestly, based on the size of the spout here, I wouldn't even put my change in this because you're not going to get it back out unless you smash the bottle. Unlike the Crystal Head vodka bottle that I've got my change in. I suppose I'll be doing Crystal Head vodka in the future. But I just want to take this moment to apologize to you all that I really did not get a lot of content out in October. I had wanted to, but the month ended up being insanely busy. I was working 2 jobs, and I did a sort of dinner theater event for a friend of a friend just as a favor. So I was insanely busy and did not get anywhere near what I wanted up. But thank you all for liking, following, and subscribing. And hopefully I should have some very good holiday content coming up because these are going to be some interesting holiday times to come. So here is to Dia De Los Muerto for all of us. Always honor where you came from, know your past, know your family. Eat, drink, and be scary, folks, and I will see you next time.